Hi, my name is Oz Sultan, and I'm currently the district leader for the 70th Assembly in New York City, and I am a candidate for State Senate 30, representing portions of the Upper East Side, the Upper West Side, El Barrio, Central Harlem, West Harlem, Cherry Hill, and Hamilton Heights. I'm running to be your state senator because I've spent a couple of years, I've been involved for almost 10 years in Harlem, working on community building, a bit of anti-human trafficking, working on homeless issues. I've been a member of the 5-Borough Homelessness Commission, which has advanced policy in Albany. I've also worked with the City University of New York to create cybersecurity jobs with John Jay College. And now what I'm looking to do is to really advance this work with some of the federal opportunity zones and make sure that we have resources coming in for our citizens in New York City. If you think about this, you know, constituents like you are challenged by a tremendous amount of issues inside of the COVID era. We've got a lack of community banking. We've got a huge problem with homelessness. We've got increasing problems with crime. And I've developed policies, and I'm also starting to test some, one focused on police reform, because this is a tremendous issue that we need to start tackling now, not later. And part of that is going back to what's worked in 1995, what's worked in New York, which includes some of the leadership working 4 days on, 3 days off, and also walking their communities, cops living where they work. And also bringing block captains back and block watch, because we haven't had that. And then at the same token, for homelessness, what we're looking at is what we can do in terms of shifting state budgets. One of the things that I'm going to propose is that we take the current recycling export budget. We pay $270 million a year to export our recycling. We don't do anything with it, but we could be selling that to India, to North Africa, to be turned into renewable textiles, which actually turns that from a cost center into a profit center for the state. So there's money that can be allocated to start fixing homeless and veterans issues, which I don't think a lot of legislators are thinking about right now. And then the last goes to creating $100,000 jobs and bigger opportunities for New York. And bringing in community banking and PPP loans. I have a number of connections with, you know, a number of agencies in Washington, D.C., and we've been working steadily for the past couple of years to figure out how we bring those funds in. And then, you know, the goal here is let's see how we can make New York thrive again. How can we make New York alive again? And I also have a question for Brian Benjamin, who I'm running against. Brian Benjamin is currently running for not just this seat, but controller. So it's a little greedy, don't you think? And what we really need is we need someone who's going to represent our community and not necessarily be looking at multitudes of offices as a hedge. I just don't think it's fair to you. I don't think it's fair to any of us. And I think really if Brian Benjamin was standing for fixing New York, that he would throw his hat in and endorse me, and we could work across the aisle in order to try and fix things. Because if he wants to be controller, and he has said that the only office he's interested in is controller, well then, you know, please consider me on November 3rd. Because we've got a lot of work to do. I've been putting it in for years, and I really want to be the candidate that helps you, helps us, and fixes New York. Thank you for your consideration. You can find out more at oz4ny.com, and you can find me pretty much on all social media, also at oz4ny.com. That's OZFORNY.com. I thank you for your consideration and I ask you for your support November 3rd, and let's fix New York together.